The 1986 classic TV show ALF is getting a reboot. We're also getting a Sandlot prequel. And I've got some news on the NES Classic. So stick around for all that and a bunch more news coming up. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch, your nostalgia show where we talk about all things retro. And to start off the show, that lovable alien ALF who eats cats for breakfast and hails from a distant planet called MELMAK is getting a reboot. Yep, he eats cats. The story was about a friendly extraterrestrial that crash landed on Earth and ended up living with the suburban middle-class family. The original ALF series ran from 1986 to 1990 on NBC and had a whopping 102 episodes. And according to The Hollywood Reporter, the original writers and the original voice for ALF will be returning to the reboot. And although ALF himself will be similar to the original one from the 1980s, he will be with a brand new family for the modern retelling of this show. The show's in very early development, so there has not been a network to pick it up yet. But with all the crazy reboots that have been going on right now, it's a real possibility that it may get picked up sometime in 2019. And then next up, 20th Century Fox is in the early stages of working on a prequel film for the 1993 classic, The Sandlot. It's bringing back the original director for the film, and according to Deadline.com, the prequel will supposedly involve the legend of the Beast from the first film. But since it's very early, there's no news yet on the release date for the movie. But I think it's safe to say that The Sandlot's influence on our childhood will last forever. 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 As kids, we all have a few B movies that we tend to recall now and then. And even though they may have failed at the box office, they still hold a special place in our hearts. Well, according to Deadline.com, there's a reboot of The Time Bandit that's being made into a TV show by Apple. This was one of those movies that I watched over and over and over in the 80s, so I hope Apple does it justice. Then if you happen to remember the famous car from Ferris Bueller's Day Off that was driven off of a cliff, one of the replicas used in the movie is up for auction right now. I'll link down below to that if you want to make a bid on it. For all you retro lovers, did you know that the Nintendo NES Classic just outsold both the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch in June? Looks like this retro console thing is more popular than people thought it would be. And then if you ever wanted a replica arcade for your game room or office or whatever, there's one that's being sold exclusively on Walmart. It's a 4-foot tall arcade that comes with 3 games. And if you pre-order right now, you can get it for like $299. Only through Walmart though. I'll link to that deal down below. Oh, and Kane from the WWF is now a mayor in Tennessee. And that's your retro news for the week. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We put out retro videos every week, so if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff, you're in the right place. Alright, all my wonderful peoples out there, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. And remember, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.